Okay, so some of my thoughts on all the articles that we read regarding best practices in PE and TED Talk as well too. There was a lot that really stood out to me, but one of the things that stands out to me so far, and I know as soon as I read it, took it personal, was in one of the articles where it said, "Those that can't do teach; those that can't teach PE." And so I found that to be quite offensive to myself, as I do take my practice seriously and place it on par as far as the value that it brings to students with math, science, history, reading, all that. And so I think just because PE has gotten a bad rap doesn't necessarily mean, all right, hey, it's just a blow off class. But again, something that kind of really stood out to me, and far too often we do see teachers just kind of taking PE as the cushy job, or oh no, I'm just that's whatever, I get paid to play, or whatever the attitude may be. But one of the other things that really stood out to me, and that I firmly believe and firmly wholeheartedly um, try to practice myself as a professional, is the small group instruction. Reading the article from Dr. Kern, Let's Play 3 on 3, kind of solidified a lot of the things that I myself try to incorporate in my class, because I think going back to the article or the case study that we read, where Stephen, having um, his dream job apparently, but then kind of seeing this things are not things are not as they appear, because it's just kind of, all right, hey, big groups, you guys play, figure it out, this and that, and that's it. And so unfortunately, um, far too often, again, kind of going back to lesson one, it is marginalized because, oh well, all you do is play, right? And it's just PE. But again, PE stands for physical education, and it's just that, it's an education where we teach skills, we teach lessons for students to take and build on and actually apply. And so that was kind of um, a connecting moment for me to see, all right, well, my peers actually see that as well too. And then um, Mr. Zientarski, I believe, in the TED Talk, gathering data on how physical activity leads to an increase in academic performance. And so, because we know in education, it's all about data and numbers, right? And so if you can't show data and you can't show numbers, it doesn't really exist or doesn't work. So seeing that was really refreshing. And yeah, because I think it, again, seeing that was just refreshing, especially how we do have a elementary school in my district that does practice something similar to that with PE at a certain time for testing grade levels, and show that it actually does work. So some of the things that really stood out to me and some of my ideas.